Hey, what's up, Cowboys fans? It's time to take a look at our draft picks and do a grade, an overall grade of how we did. And yeah, so we'll start with Ezekiel Elliott. Now, of course, Zeke expressed that he wanted to be a Cowboy, and I think maybe deep down he knew that he was going to come here anyway. So this is exactly who I wanted. I was kind of like Shango. I was really, really excited, and it was. It's just now we know we have a running game, and this is this is a really great pick, and I was so excited, and yeah, so maybe some people wanted Jalen Ramsey or whatever, or defensive line or that sort of thing, but I love Zeke, and you've seen if anybody has seen my videos before, you know that I'm very much a pro run the football type of person when it comes to offense. Our offensive philosophy should be run the football, run the football. And this guy's going to help us achieve that, get more first downs, get more touchdowns instead of field goals, help out Romo so he's not back there throwing all the time, puts the pressure off of Romo, and controls the clock, everything. It's just, if you have a solid running game, you're going to have a good football team, and it just makes your life a lot easier. And that's what we did in the past, all the way back to Tony Dorsett or Walt Garrison or Dwayne Thomas to Herschel Walker, and then of course some guy named Emmitt Smith, and all of that helped us win Super Bowls. So this is a step in the right direction, and it's something I've wanted for a while, and I'm glad that we got Zeke. So this is the best pick, and obviously very exciting, and I can't wait to see this guy. So we'll move on here to our second pick is Jaylon Smith, not Jalen Ramsey, Jaylon Smith, linebacker from Notre Dame. He really tore up his knee bad, but we have really superb doctors in Dallas, so I trust them, and this guy's going to be a killer. I mean, once he gets healthy, and he can complement Lee, he can complement all the defense. This guy can pass put pressure on the quarterback, pass rush, can stop the run, cover tight ends probably, pretty much do anything. So once he gets healthy, we'll see what this guy can do. But overall, a decent pick. And then, of course, more defense. Malik Collins from Nebraska. Now, I've been waiting for a good 300-pound, beefy defensive tackle. I've been waiting for this for a while, and I'm sure Rod Marinelli has been hoping for this too, and I think because I think his philosophy is somewhat similar to how it was in the '90s with Jimmy. Is if any of you are old enough to remember, if you can go back to some of those '90s Cowboy games and you look at the rotation that we had on the defensive line, that happened a lot during Jimmy's time in the '90s. So whenever it went, basically how it was the starters would be Charles Haley, Tony Tolbert, Russell Maryland, Tony Casillas, Chad Hennings, Jimmy Jones, and Jim Jeffcoat, who was there for years, and quite a few others. But that was mainly the main rotate. Those are the main guys that would rotate in and out. So I think we're going to have that back here with our front seven, or particularly our defensive line, and rotate, and which is a real good idea. So I think having this guy here, Collins, is going to be really good, and something I've been waiting for a long time. I really wanted to get a big defensive tackle, so this is a real good pick. And then same thing with Charles Tapper from Oklahoma, a Boomer Sooner, another big guy. And again, same thing. We need some depth at the end position, so this is another guy we can rotate. And another young player, because everything that happened with Hardy and all that kind of crap. Now this is something interesting. A lot of people have been wanting a new quarterback, a young quarterback, not some old fart from free agency. So we got a fresh set of legs back there. We got Dak Prescott from Mississippi State. And I know Shango was very excited about this guy, and I'm pretty excited about him too. I'm going to be looking forward to seeing him in preseason and see what he can do. And yeah, it's going to be good. I think this guy will be a solid backup, and we just gotta train him really good in training camp and see what he can do in preseason. And I don't know if he'll be Romo's successor, but hey, it's a young guy. It's a young quarterback that can learn. It's not some old guy coming in from another team that's 38 or something like that. So we got a young guy back there finally. So this will be cool, I hope. But I know Shango's really excited for him, so hopefully he's right. Now we finally went to the secondary with Anthony Brown from Purdue. I heard that this guy's really, really fast. He got a 4.3 right there. So he was really fast. But we'll see. Same thing. Just, you got to get a nice fresh set of legs there. Carr's not going to be there forever. I'm not sure about Mo. But, yeah. So, pretty good pick. And then Kavon Frazier, safety from Central Michigan. I'm assuming this guy's more like a hard hitter type of safety. So we'll see how he does. So that's a pretty good pick as well. Now, this pick puzzled a lot of people. Darius Jackson from Eastern Michigan, a running back. Because they're like, well, you already drafted a running back. What the hell do we need another running back for? But I think that it's good because if you look at it, Alfred Morris and Darren McFadden are not going to be there. Probably they're not going to be there next year. So again, you got another fresh set of legs that can get in there. He's not on his way out. He's a rookie. He'll be there next year. He'll be there the following year. So because of the fact that our other two running backs in McFadden and Morris probably won't be there next year, we have our guy. This is another guy that Shango was really excited for. And I think the cool thing about Jackson is that he's going to be our power back. He's going to be probably our third down running back, our goal line back. Not that Zeke could do third down and goal line, but just to make sure that Zeke stays fresh and doesn't take too much of a banging out there, then Jackson's going to be he's going to be like our cannonball to run through that wonderful offensive line and be our nice power back. Something that I like, something that I know Mike loves as well. He's been wanting a power back, and I think this guy will be our power back to complement Zeke. So this is a good pick. Then Rico Gathers. This I don't he's a big guy. He's a basketball player, but we'll just have to put him through training camp, see how he does. Maybe he could be a good blocker for us since he's such a big dude. I don't know. I don't really know much about him. I just know that he played basketball, and he's kind of like an experiment sort of thing, I guess you could say. But yeah, so there's our picks for this year. I generally thought it was a really good draft. I've actually haven't been this excited since we got Dez, so I think it's a real good draft. And if I had to pick, or if I had to make a grade, and everybody's been grading it, so if I had to put a grade on it, I would say probably I'd give it a solid A. I would say so anywhere between, and if you want to, like if we were in school or something like that, I'd give it anywhere between a 90 to a 95%. Because I just think they got everybody they needed for the most part. I love Zeke. Zeke is the guy I wanted. And I just think that we plugged up most of the holes. And then, there's still the undrafted free agents we can pick up. There could be a diamond in the rough there. You never know. So I just think generally we did really well. And the running game will complement the defense because then the defense won't be out there. They can take a breather while we run the clock. And I think it's going to help us improve. And now that the draft is over, I can kind of look at our season a little bit and be a little bit more positive now. Because I was like, well, I won't really know much until the draft, and you still won't know until day one against the Giants. So, but generally this boosts my confidence a little bit more, and I think we'll be all right. So it's good. I'm excited. So we'll see what happens. I guess it's going to be pretty quiet until training camp or the mini camps. So I don't know if I'll be doing a podcast with Mike anytime soon. Just depends. But pretty much it's going to stay quiet, Cowboys, in terms of Cowboys and football stuff for a while until the mini camps and training camps. But so that'll be it for me for a little while on here. So again, go check out our podcast, The Cowboys Corner, and we'll see when we'll be on there again. And then yeah, I guess then we'll see you for training camp. So yeah, so that's all. So it's looking pretty good, guys. So let's just remain confident and positive. This should be a pretty good year. All right, so go Cowboys and peace out, guys.